right, good afternoon, traders. This is your free video update from Seasonal Swing Trader. Today is Thursday, April 19th, 2018, and today we're taking a look at the cattle market, ticker symbol LE. That's the futures symbol, ticker symbol LE for the cattle market. This is a daily chart on June live cattle, and we've got a couple of interesting things going on here in the cattle market. The market has been beaten down severely, mostly based off of the tariff talks with China over the last few weeks. You can see we've been working ourselves lower here since March, and then we actually have a couple gaps down in the chart that we should come back and revisit at some point. Notice too that we had a nice little small head and shoulders top here forming, fairly clean pattern here with the neckline break below this profile. Traded hard to the downside after that. We're watching this market now for a possible trade to the long side. We have some very, very strong seasonal patterns triggering right around this time period and going into mid to late June. So we're looking at a trade that would last about a couple of months, and we would do that with the August contract to give us enough time. I'm going to show you a picture of the seasonal chart here that I'm looking at, and you can see that here we are going into the end of April, as indicated right here by this date. These seasonal averages are the 3 and 5, so the 3-year average is the maroon and the 5-year average is the green. And then down here below are the seasonal trends. The blue graph is the 10-year seasonal trend, and the red line, if you can see it, is the 15 years. So we certainly don't go lower. You can see that we do trade higher, a little bit of bumpiness, and then we fall back off down at the end of June. So our bias is definitely to the long side. Now, we don't want to be in a situation here where we're catching a falling knife, but we have traded down into a little bit of support. We're trying to put in a 1, 2, 3 bottom here, this being the number 1 point, this being the number 2 point, and then we're coming back down. As long as we don't take out these new lows, we will likely have a number 3 point. Now, if we do take out these lows here, no worries. That will give us a better price, this market at a better value. If we go over to a weekly chart, there's not a ton of support looking from a historical perspective. We do have a little bit of support here back in September of 2017, and then around October of 2016. So certainly can go higher here. We look pretty bearish on the weekly side. From the shorter term perspective, though, we will be looking for trades to the long side, trading cattle futures options. You can do that through a futures broker or futures clearing firm. If you need any suggestions, email us at support. Each point in cattle is $400 a point. So what we'd be doing is looking, once we get a confirmation long, we'll be buying somewhere around at the money. We'll call it 105. And then we'll likely create call spreads, a call debit spread, somewhere up here in the 110 to 115. So each point, so from 105 to 106, 106 to 107, and so on, is $400. And you would take the premium that you see on your chain, multiply that times 400. That's going to give you the cost or the premium that you're going to pay for the option. For those that aren't interested in trading futures or futures options, you can via the ETN COW, C-O-W, tracks live cattle and hogs. And you can see that this chart looks a little bit more bullish than what we're seeing in the intraday futures market on live cattle itself. And there are no options on COW, but you can purchase the shares outright here. It's currently trading at $21.32. Leave stops down here below $19.50 for a relatively low risk trade. So there's a couple ideas there for you on cattle. Hope it helps. We'll see you on the next update. Traders, like what you see, want more trade ideas each week? Take a $7 30-day complete member access trial by clicking the link below. You'll have immediate access to analysis and seasonal trade ideas on over 35 commodity and currency futures markets, as well as coverage on all of the major stocks, exchanges, and ETFs in the U.S. marketplace. If you like us, follow us on Twitter and Facebook, like us on YouTube, and we hope to see you on the inside.